Hello, everybody. This is Kenny Cummins here, chilling with Kenny C, right here on TMVCafe.com. And I have a returning guest with me. She has grown, she has evolved as a performer. She was once known as Teagan Rose, but now that's in the rearview mirror. She's kind of she's the eternal enigma now. She is someone has been in numerous promotions, New Era, OVW, Grindhouse, and numerous other promotions. She's definitely a name that you definitely have to keep an eye on if you haven't already. I'm joined with Teagan Thorne. She's back on the show. How's it going?
It's going good. Thank you so much for hyping me up like that. Making me feel like such a big deal. Oh my
You
gosh.
are a big deal, Miss Thorne. Is there any chance I get to have you on, chat with you? I've already seen you done some incredible things in 2025 already. And I know second half of 2025 is going to get even better. You got some upcoming debuts on the horizon. So with that being said, um, I mean, how would you describe your first half? How would you describe your first 6 months of 2025, what you've been able to do so far?
So, my first 6 months were very, very much so a roller coaster. I mean, just in wrestling and in personally, it was a wave of emotions, up and down, up and down. Like I was hitting my highest of highs, making all the new debuts and everything, and then hitting some personal lows, but then debuting on OVW like 2 weeks later. So it's been very wavy. It's been a very up and down roller coaster, but I I cannot complain much about it outside of a couple hiccups I've had, but I've been making my name everywhere. I've been going places, thriving. I've already hit, I want to say, 13 promotions this year, 6 months in, and some of them multiple times. So it's kept me busy, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's awesome to hear. You staying active, you making a name for yourself. It blew my mind when I saw you at OVW. I was like, well, wow. And I find it fitting, that must have been when you went from Rose to Thorne, because there's already a wrestler there that they have who also goes by Rose. So Rose, Thorne, you know,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Uh,
it was, I came in and I did my debut with J Rod, and they were like, "You're great." They're like, "That was amazing." That was like everybody there, the agents and them, they were all very happy with me being there, and they wanted to continue to bring me in regularly or semi regularly because my work schedule, but um, they were very happy with it. Wanted to continue to bring me in. They already have a rose there, so I said, that's okay. I said, I've had this backup. I've had it prepared and ready for this moment and this day. I was manifesting it to happen. I got it. I got it like locked and loaded. I'm ready. So I was like, I can do this. I can use this name. I can be Teagan Thorne. And they were like, that's that's perfect. They're like, that's already what we had. So that's great. Uh, so it was a pretty easy little transition. I miss the Tegan Rose part just because I have so many fond memories with it, but I feel like it also definitely allowed me to kind of go into the next chapter of my career.
yeah, I mean, absolutely. I feel like wrestlers, it goes hand in hand of going through human life. You would grow, you evolve, you go through changes, you being able, and what I admire about you, Tegan, is it's just you being able to adapt to every character you've had over the course of your career. I've known you since Girl Fight at the arena. You know what I'm
Woo!
saying?
What a time! What a
Yeah,
time!
that was definitely quite the time.
Uh,
So But I'm very proud of you of everything you've done up to this point, and you continue to amaze. You continue to get better and better. I saw you won a championship. I saw you on high profile matches. You faced Big Mama. You faced Ali Albright. You faced a boatload of talent in 2025. And if they're not familiar with the internal enigma, they definitely will. Um, I know I've already have, and I'm just looking forward to see more Teagan on the indie scene, and seeing you on a TV screen will be cool too. You
Yeah,
know,
that's all
yeah,
I want. I want to be everywhere. That's
yeah,
all I want. I want to be on the indies everywhere, on TV everywhere. I want to be all over the place.
yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Now, there was something else I wanted to chat with you about. So, I've I'm on the IG. I like to check stories. I like to see what's going on with people. And I noticed something. I noticed the attire, Sleep Token inspired, I believe. So I think he actually wearing it right now. If
I am. I just got it
so,
today. I'm wearing it, trying it on.
hey, so this is a scoop right here. She's debuting the new attire
Yep.
before she use it at a wrestling match. So I'm honored that you are wearing it for this interview. Talk about it's a Sleep Token inspired attire. So I want to know how did that came about? Who came up with the idea? Like how did it came to be?
Okay, so I'm a bit of a nerd. I don't know if anybody's noticed it, but I am a little bit of a nerd. So I discovered Sleep Token. I knew who they were kind of a little bit last year, but I discovered like full on who they were and started listening to them heavily earlier this year. And very quickly, I became obsessed with them. They are my favorite band currently. I stayed up all night, even though I worked the next day, so that I could hear their new album as soon as it debuted, even though I had to get up about an hour after to go to work at 4 a.m. But they, I don't know what it is about them. I don't know like the specific points or anything, but something drew me to them. And I'm like, even even as me, even as Teagan Thorne, like they are me. That is the embodiment of what I want to be is a being like that. So I am heavily inspired by them. I came up with this concept a while back because all my gears, 99% of them I've ever had, I have designed them myself and had somebody make them. I am very all hands in on it. Always, I am very all hands in on the character work, the Titantrons, the music, the gear, because I know it all can help make me. Um, so I kind of designed the concept a while back, and at the same time when I was designing it, this is my little nerd rant. I got into a book series that I like called A Court of Thorns and Roses, and it's a little romance book, little romance fairy book. But I started reading into them heavily and got into them, and they also inspired me. So like the swirls and stuff that you kind of see on it. I have a sleeve. It just wasn't fitting entirely correctly, so I took it off. But it's covered in swirls and stuff, which is a key part of an element in the book. If people know, they know. Um, but yeah, so I was designing it and combined my two favorite things in life currently at that point, and my gear maker was all for it. She became a fan of Sleep Token and this book series, started reading it when I was telling her about it, started listening to them when I was telling her about them. And she's like a 60, 65-year-old woman. God bless. And she was like, I love this so much. This is amazing. She's like, now me and my daughter are both listening to them and reading the books. And I'm like, so happy I could kind of push her towards it because I am all about sharing my interests with everybody and my hobbies and getting them on the train. But yeah, that's the big story behind it. Is I became obsessed with them, and it turned into a gear design as an outlet, and it just took itself.
Well, let me just say, Miss Thorne, um, I'm a fellow nerd myself. I'm all for anyone embracing that side of them. Whatever works for them, whatever makes them comfortable. Um, I know I definitely knew that you were a Sleep Token fan, so I had a feeling she was going to have some sort of Sleep Token inspired some, whether it's a promo or whether it's using the lyrics or it may have been an attire sorts. And then when I saw the art, the sketch from the attire, I'm like, oh, she's got something going here. So here you are, you know, spread the token of sorts. You got your own gear maker to not only make this attire, but to now she's listening to Sleep Token because of you, because of this attire that she made specifically for you. Um, Wrestling sure has a way of doing things like this. Uh, and it looks great. I look forward to seeing it in person. And you causing chaos with that attire. Now all of a sudden, I'm glad to listen to Sleep Token. See, there you go. You finally got
Yes.
another. Yeah, I've heard of them. I just maybe haven't gotten too familiar with them until now. So probably I'm going to have to listen to them right after this interview is done.
Oh,
Uh,
100%.
so yeah, for sure. So I see you got a show coming up tomorrow. What does Miss Thorne have on the horizon this Friday?
So this Friday, tomorrow, I am going to be at my home promotion, Supreme Wrestling. But we are going to be doing a show up in Seymour at the Knights of Columbus in Seymour. They do shows there every couple months, usually at least 2 or 3 times a year. It's always really good. The crowd's always very excited and amped up because we don't come up there all the time. I am going one on one with the handsome devil Zach Henderson. And it's funny because I've known him for many years now. I've known of him. Because when I started traveling to like New Era and stuff, that's where he came from. And so I kind of saw him as he progressed and came into wrestling and started to wrestle. And we were like, oh, this would be like a cool bucket list thing eventually. Like, let's scrap. But I don't know what's happened with him in the last like year or so. His attitude kind of just changed, and now he's this handsome devil thing. I don't know entirely 100%, but tomorrow we are having that first time matchup that we talked about way back when. And even though we are the same people that we were back then, I mean, literally, it feels like we are two entirely different people going into it. So I'm very excited for it, mainly because I haven't gotten to really get in the ring much here recently at Supreme. I've been kind of occupied, but I'm very excited to get back in, get some of my ring rust if I've gotten any off, and make a match happen that we talked about forever ago. I'm very excited for it.
So there's definitely a lot of manifestation between you two leading up to this match. And obviously, like in wrestling, like friendships, people go one way and they go the
Mm-hmm.
other. And
Yeah, we
that's
were like mutual friends forever, and then I don't know, it just kind of changed, and
yeah, that's
so
a
now we're like
resentment.
foes going into it, which is really weird. But in the
Yeah,
back of my mind, I'm like, we're still making it happen.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes that's just usually what it takes. Wrestling is competitive, and even though you go to the road with your peers, you travel, you go to the locker rooms. You trying to show that you belong. You're trying to show that like you're the best. Show that like I'm wanting this. It don't matter who I have to go through, whether it's a peer, whether it's a rival, whether it's I have to jar with a fan here and there. Like you wouldn't you gonna respect me one way or another in the square circle, you know. So we're gonna scrap Henderson. So that's gonna be a match that's been anticipated from Supreme fans. That is one of the Indiana promotions I've yet to go to.
We need to make it happen, Kenny. There, I'm
Look,
there. We need to make it
yeah,
happen.
I know. One of these days I will make my way to Supreme. I know there's another promotion, New Era. I need to go there too, out there, Chevyville, Indiana. Look, I'm quite the traveler, as you know, these past couple of years. So I'm trying to make the towns. You know, and some of the traveling is literally getting me outside my comfort zone. But you know, but I love wrestling. I love my friends, and I'm trying to support everyone and then whatever I can. So I'm excited for you. You mentioned, you know, you got the Titantron, you got the theme music, so you got the new attire. You got all you checking out everything off the checkbox. And I see that your theme song is now available on the streaming platforms.
It is.
How does that feel? Now, you know, how does that feel?
It's it's kind of crazy. I mean, it's like I said, I've always been so hands in on everything, and it took me a long time because I changed, I evolutionized so quickly and so rapidly. You've seen me go through all of it. I went from a punk rocker to uh evil punk rocker, and then a random Japanese little era baby metal inspired era I had going, to the Queen of the Gardens, and then back to punk rock, and then the Queen of the Garden, and now into where I am now, the Eternal Enigma, the reanimated living dead girl. So I've always struggled with picking music and staying with it, but I finally kind of got a hang into it once I got the Queen of the Garden going and everything. And then I started leaning more into me and who I am and my story. And I needed something for it. I needed something that fit. I needed something that I could be super into. And I'm also very much a nerding out a little bit, horror movie fan, movie girl. And so I was like, all right, I want to do this. I think it could be really cool. I had the vision, and it's it's nuts. I mean, I love, even though I've barely gotten to use it yet, I love the song so much. It is so amazing. And the person who created it for me is one of my dear friends that I've known since before I was in the business, before he was even in the business, because he does filming and stuff sometimes too. But it's a beautiful collaboration, and I am so excited and so proud of it. And I cannot wait for everybody to hear it blaring through all the speakers and all the TVs.
Man, you got all you you got everything. You know, you got everything. You are so prepared. I know you reached out to me to spread the word on your videos and stuff, but you definitely have a lot going for you with these the music, the entrance video, and the attire. So I'm very happy for you. I'm excited to see it to fruition. So by the way, I'm in for quite the weekend. There is a promotion that I'm going to on Saturday, and you're gonna be working for that said promotion later this year. Hooligan Championship Wrestling.
Yes.
You are debuting for them as part of a double event. And not only that, you are competing in a match that they call Anarchy of the Queen. And it is for their um, championship, Heritage Championship. The former champion, Kylie Alexa, NWA's own, had to relinquish it due to her commitments. So
Hmm.
now they have 10 women that's going to be in this Queendom matchup. And the last woman standing is going to be the new champion. So here you are debuting a new promotion, competing for a championship. I've seen this picture, I've seen this movie before, competing for a vacant championship, and we know how that turned out earlier this year for PWA.
Yeah.
So how does it feel uh, working, getting it? Not only you get to make a debut for them, but you got a chance to win some more gold.
I am so, so, so excited. They're one that it's a company that I have wanted to get into so long. I've wanted to become part of it for so long. They have such a talented group of people that they bring in, and that their roster consists of so many talented women. A lot of them being people that have been on like my top 10 dream list or top 10 dream indie wrestlers to face off against. And so I am very excited to have the opportunity to branch out and to make new fans, meet new people, and meet new wrestlers that I've never gotten across paths with before in a match I've never gotten across paths in before. So I am very, very excited. And topping it all off with the possibility of becoming the crowned queen, I can't say no more. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it.
So that is coming up in October the 18th, Evansville,
Yes.
Indiana. Teagan Thorne is making her Hooligan Championship Wrestling in-ring debut at the dawn of the fall, I believe. There's Unnatural Tales, so it's a
Hmm.
double event. So they're going to be crowning a new Heritage Champion at dawn of the fall taping. So go check that out. It's their last two shows of the year. So they going out with a bang. They're getting spooky. I think that's right up your alley, with the horror stuff and the spooky vibes and everything.
Just
So yeah, just a little bit. So now I've been a fond supporter of ACW, and I have sponsored a lot of talented women um, since Independent World of last year. I'm very proud to say I've sponsored not just people that I'm fans of the work, but I'm become good friends with every single person that I have sponsored. So once the opportunity arises for sponsorship availability, I would be happy to sponsor the Eternal Enigma for her
oh, thank you,
ECW
Kenny.
debut.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So once that opportunity presents itself, I got you.
When it's presented, you'll know it. I'll come out wearing the chilling with Kenny C. I'll come out wearing the shirt, entrance and all. Make it
Yeah,
known.
I gotta work on the merchandise game because people are liking the chilling shirts. I didn't think it was gonna be. I was just happy to say that I got my own shirt. Now everybody wants one, so I gotta work on the merch game a little bit.
Yeah.
Just
Don't
to,
worry, so do I. I gotta get shirts made still. I
so
still don't have shirts made, and people are like, "Where are they?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm slacking. I'm
it's
failing."
it's I think our answer to that is a progress because you have been focusing on other things, and some things are just a bit more important than others. So the attire, the music, the entrance video. So you've been occupied, which is understandable. So and who knows? Maybe I'll see you at a future bullpen show, perhaps.
That'd be awesome. They
Yeah,
are they are another company that
yeah,
I want to branch out to so bad. So, so, so bad. I want to experience them and their company and their talent. And now they're bringing in Elena Black. They're bringing
yeah,
in Priscilla Kelly.
yes,
I am so excited. I
yeah,
am definitely watching what's happening down there.
yeah, yeah,
When I'll be there, we'll see. But
yeah.
I'm definitely watching and keeping an eye on things. And I am so excited and so ready to be there.
I will say from the shows that I've gotten to see them at, they have a very promising future themselves as a promotion. Being able to get some of the talent that they've gotten, like a Donovan Dijak,
Hmm.
like a Zaya Brookside, who got her hands full these next few weeks. So
Well,
I'll be watching her match in particular closely, given what she may have to face 2 weeks after that. Uh, but yeah, it's gonna be something. Uh,
yeah,
but
I'm definitely locked in and watching all their stuff.
uh,
Watching what's happening with Zaya and
and they got Shotzi Blackheart coming too. Like, oh,
no.
I love that woman. I love her tank. I want her to bring the tank when she comes to bullpen. I want to be on the tank. I'm probably too big to be on the tank, but I don't care. I just want to say I was on Shotzi's Blackheart's tank. Just once for once in my life. Uh, but y'all check out Teagan Thorne Supreme Wrestling tomorrow at Indiana. She got to take care of a situation. Um, and check her out with some other promotions. She's coming. New music, new interest video, new attire, which you're seeing a glimpse of right now. So see, it looks like Supreme Wrestling. They're gonna be the first to see it all from head to toe. So thank you so much, Teagan. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of the performer. I'm proud of the person. I'm proud of you just striving, getting better, and just I'm admiring this evolution. You inspired a lot of people, including me.
Thank you,
I know
Kenny.
you've been through a lot of adversity in your life, and you persevered. And that's something to behold. Anyone that can just overcome what you've overcome and doing what you're doing right now, you know, you're just an awesome person. So I just want to give you your flowers, literally. Uh, so Teagan, great job, and continue to do a great job. Uh, I'll see you down the road somewhere. Uh,
Thank you so much, Kenny.
thank you. You have a good night. You enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see each other again soon.
All right.
Right. Bye bye.
Bye.